If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. Today, absolutely no gameplay whatsoever, but I am going to show you the draft team that will probably feature in tomorrow's episode. So I built this off camera. It's terrible, but I've built it purely because there were loads of players that popped up that I wanted to take, that I just wanted to play with. And as we know, chemistry isn't really that big a thing. So Zidane popped up one of the first cards, so I picked him. Ronaldo came up and Mbappe came up. Both are fantastic players, so I wanted to use them. Incidentally, all three of those are on full chem. Rui Costa popped up about 4 times, and in the end I was like, right, well fine, I will take him then because he links in Ronaldo. I managed to get Team of the Year Robertson on chem. Zanetti is out of position, but still is going to be a pretty damn good centre-back, I would imagine. Meunier is awful, but I had to put him in there to give Verratti the chem. And yeah, Ramos and Partey are off chem, but hey, it's not that big a deal really. I've got some good super subs. Moments Garrincha. Can't use him, of course, because he would literally be on like 4 chem, because there's just no position for him at all. Mahrez is quite decent, Salah's good, and even Allen off the bench. Could bring Alexandro on as a right back, or could move Zanetti to right back and put Tomori as the centre back. That's the team that will feature in tomorrow's episode. I thought I'd show you that at the start because why not, right? Yesterday, amongst all of the connection problems and what have you, EA released something. They released an Azpilicueta flashback SBC of sorts. I mean, it's expensive. If you're a Chelsea fan, I can more than understand why you'd want to do it. And you know, if he was a Liverpool player, for instance, I would be wondering why Klopp didn't sell him. But if that was a Liverpool player, if that was like a Matip or something, yeah, I would be sat there now completing it, right? Someone said to me in the comment section, forget who it was, I do apologise, why don't you go and do Sane? Because he's better than Hazard. And someone got confused in the comments and thought that he meant better than that Hazard. Obviously he's not, but we don't have that Hazard. We have the 92 red Hazard, right? And they were like, well, Sane's better than him, or at least as good as, so why not complete him? Use your Hazard to help complete him, and use all your fodder for this. I'm not a fan of Sane in general. Sane. I've got the base version of him. We packed him ages ago. I'm not saying that's not a good card, because obviously it is a good card. But he has a 3-star weak foot, which is irritating. Okay, we don't care about chem, but it's nice to have it where we can. Hazard is far easier to fit into teams because of the players that I have than Sane would be. Although, you can link him with Kimmich now that we've picked up that Moments Kimmich. I'm not ruling it out at any point, really, but it's just not a player that I'm, thrilled by. So if I was to use all the fodder in the club to get him, there's bound to be something released soon that I'm like, do you know what, I would have much preferred to do that. Like Kimmich, I wanted Kimmich. He came out and I was like, right, I need that card because he's just, I like him in real life and we'll get him. I know he's going to be good in game. Sane, I couldn't care less about in real life. He's not, for me, he's not a player that I rush to watch. Kimmich is a player that I will actively go and watch, you know? So that, because he doesn't really do it for me, it's not a card that I'm that bothered by. I would be much more, and even though I have the 92, I'd be much more inclined to try and get that Hazard, even though I already have a version of Hazard. But for right now, I don't want to do either of them. I'm hoping EA remember that they did these, and that they actually put some more players into this section. Because if they're not bringing out Icon SBCs, can you not just release more of this type of thing? You know, we've got two cards there that never expire, that are quite difficult to work towards, quite high-rated teams. They are essentially Icon-style SBCs. More of those, you know? Another 93, 94, 95 rated player, or 2 or 3 of them, and if you release one maybe one every month or something, one every 3 weeks, one every time there's a promo, release one. That's like every 5 days, but still, just give us more of those, and all of a sudden people start to think, right, well, at least we've got something we can grind towards here or there. The market recovers a little bit because it gives a value to 88s and 87s and even the lower cards. But no, Too lazy, can't be asked. That's basically the story of it, isn't it? That's what they're all about. So, I've got some packs. Some of them are quite bad, but we do have 2 45Ks, an Electrum Players, a Premium Electrum, Rare Electrum, 2 Rare Electrums, and I'm not done yet because I have to submit. Don't know why I didn't submit it before, but I have to submit marquee matchups. Now, I have submitted most of it. It's just the end bit. Where is it? There it is. So I've got the Barcelona Real Madrid team to submit. That's the team I'm using. Yes, there's an 83 up top, but he's literally 1,000 coins. And there's an 82 in there, but again, he's like 700 coins. I was going to say 700k then. Can you imagine? But that's that done. Bang on for rating. And we're 5 over on chemistry, but that gives us a Premium Gold Players pack. So that's going to give us a 25k pack, and of course we get a 45k pack for completing the whole thing. So a pretty decent marquee matchups this week in terms of rewards. 45k pack, 25k pack takes us up to 15 packs. We're down in coins, but I still haven't sold anything. Like I said, everyone was saying in the comments that it would be a good idea to sell all of the things I'm not using, because why not? We get coins back for it, and I agree. I signed him on my Football Manager save for Southampton, and I didn't know he played for Dusseldorf because he didn't at the time that I signed him. Mad. Anyway, good keeper, by the way, if you're looking for a keeper on Football Manager. Let's progress. Jumbo Gold Pack. I'm going to sell them, like the tradable Handanovic and things like that, but I'm waiting for when there's an SBC that people are going crazy for and the player prices lift up. Hey, I didn't know he was a thing. I've never seen him before. That's 3,000 coins right there. I'm going to keep him because he'll come in handy for when I actually go to complete Sheffield United. But yeah, that's pretty good. 1,000 coins in there as well. Don't care about... I mean, these aren't going to sell for anything, are they? Oh, hello. He does actually sell. Why does he sell? Oh, he's French League. Never mind. That's why he sells. I thought he was Dutch League then. Not Dutch. So what I'm looking for? Belgian League. I was like, well, he's not going to sell because EA don't care about that league. I'm still bitter about that. The fact that we don't have the league SBCs for those leagues is just mind-boggling. Gold Players Pack, let's get that open, because that never gives us anything good. Couldn't even moan it in. It's going to give me a rare, which is guaranteed, I suppose, but still. It would have been nice to have a board out of that one. Bunch of players I didn't have. Union Berlin centre-back in there as well, which is nice. Not bad. Danny Welbeck, the only dupe. Might be able to get, I don't know, 550, 600 coins for him. So there we go. He's gone. Right, are we into the good packs now? I do have a one rare pack over here for like one of the daily objectives that I did. I've gone off the board. My God, it's a board. Hang on a minute. It's not a walkout. It's not a walkout. But, you know, sometimes you just get a little bit of luck. And it's going to be William Carvalho. But an 83 rated card out of a 1 rare player pack. People will snigger at those packs and think, well, it's going to be trash. But that's he's not an expensive card, but an 83 rated is going to come in handy at some point. I've got an Electrum pack here, which of course we got a walkout out of last time. Can we duplicate that luck? Can't even get a rare, so no, we can't. But it only takes one random pack. Nothing doing in there. He's not going to... Wait, hang on, I don't know why I checked. No, I can't be bothered for the sake of... Like, it's not a case... I know, like, I'm listing him for 500, but I wouldn't list him up for 400. Like, what's 100 coins difference? The chances of that Belgian League player actually selling, slim to none. The chances of that, the other silver, the MLS silver selling, very high. In fact, it's guaranteed it will sell because it's a League SBC, right? Whereas the other one isn't. And on PC, they just don't go that often. Let's move on to... What are we saying? These packs now, apart from this small Electrum, the other packs are actually quite good because they contain a lot of rares. Although we have got a board out of a small Electrum. It's not a walkout, but it's a board. And like I said, it only takes one. It's Swiss, it's goalkeeper, of course it is. And it's going to be Sommer. Can sometimes be Berkey, 85, but Sommer 84 is not bad. It is going to be a dupe, and it is an untradeable pack, but I don't know what it came from. But luckily... the dupe that I have is a tradable one, so we can save the card. I do have to recover something. See, that's the danger. I discarded something the other day, and I've got to recover it, and I can't remember what it is. I need to go look at that. I'll do that after. I'll forget, but I'll try and remember. That's another board, you know. Not a walkout. We're getting boards, though. I mean, that's not even a good pack. We were guaranteed 2... It's going to be a Glacius back again from actually completing that SBC in the first place. But there we are. We were only 2 rare gold cards in there, right? And one of them was a board. Not bad at all. What's this? Does he sell? It's a League SBC card, but it just doesn't sell. I mean, I could maybe try and sell it for minimum, but I'd rather just take... For the sake of, I don't know, what is it, 60 coins or something? I'd just take it, whatever it is, what it is. Right, now, Premium Electrum... It's the Prime Electrum I think I get the luck out of, isn't it? Not the Premium. Yeah, the Premiums don't really do it for me. I am hoping that we can get something good out of one of those 45k packs. EA did me dirty on a 45k pack. I think I might have told... Did I tell you? I can't remember where I am with these videos. So, basically, yeah. EA did me dirty when I was halfway through a game. And I was trying to get the free 45k pack from the objective. And then they disconnected and the servers went down and all sorts. So I'm kind of hoping that we get redeemed and they sort of gift us with something decent out of that, out of one of those 45ks. Let's do the 15k pack next. I do like these, but I don't today. Not a fan of that. I'm just going to skip it. There's no point watching it open. If it's not a board, we don't care. At the very beginning of the game, you'll watch it open, even if it is like not a board. 2 marksmans in there. Yeah, even if you don't get a board in the very beginning of the game, you just watch everything. But at this stage, it's like, well, if it's not green, I don't care, you know. That's a lie. I would be happy with some fodder. Not that we don't have enough fodder. We've got a lot of fodder. Cahill, does he sell? Not really. So today, as you're watching this, chances are the new shapeshifters have come out, and I said that. The Team 2 is, I mean, all these packs now, all of these packs have to be good. I mean, you have to get boards out of all of them. We're not going to, but you'd expect boards from all of them. We get boards in the first one. So walkout, first one, let's go. We'll get back to the conversation in a second. Brazil, be left wing. It's centre forward. It's going to be Roberto Firmino. That's not bad. Was he upgraded? No, his skills were, but his overall wasn't because EA is stupid. I mean, he should be an 88 rated card, let's be honest. He's good enough to be an 88 rated player, but they only upgraded by 3, so it is what it is. We do get 83 Aaron Geese in there. That is money. That is money. That's 10k right there, although I will keep it because it'll come in handy. That's not too bad, but it's not big money. Roberto Firmino is a dupe. 283s and Roberto Firmino and a 10k silver. I mean, what's not to like about that pack? That is a great start. It's all downhill from here, ladies and gents. What I was saying was, when they released the first team, let's do the 25k pack. When they released the first team of shapeshifters and we saw Messi and the same players over and over again, I said to you, I bet you Team 2, even though they're going to have loads of complaints from this, I bet you Team 2 is going to be a carbon copy, just a mirror image, if you will, of what we already have here. So instead of Messi, we're going to get Ronaldo. And it looks like we may very well be getting Ronaldo. We're going to get Kante, which is... I mean, I might be wrong in saying this. We might not have any of these players, and, you know, we've all looked at it and decided what we're getting, but it actually isn't what we're getting. That might be the case 100%, but it looks as though we're just going to get the same, like, high-rated players that we get in every promo, churned out once more. And now, okay, fair enough. This time round, I could have sold him for a little bit more. This time round, they do look a little bit more enticing, but at the same time, it's like, oh, a right wing Ronaldo, brilliant. Like, who cares, man? Give us something different. And I swear, if they give us the same cards, I mean, I'm not going to do anything, but it's just lazy. Another board out of a rare Electrum, another walkout out of a rare Electrum. An Italian this time kills it instantly. It's going to be a Mobile, isn't it? It is. Now, I don't know if this is tradable. I'm guessing this is untradeable, actually, because I did have one untradeable, one tradable, and I already have an untradeable Immobile. In fact, he may very well have been the player that I discarded. We get an 83. We get an 83 player in there. We also get McBurney, who is basically a 10k player. That's banging. 2 10k silvers in rare Electrums. It's tradable. Never mind. I had 2 tradable ones then. I thought I had an untradeable. Now, one of these is tradable, the other two are untradeable because they came from objectives, I think. Did both of them come from objectives or one of them? I'm not sure. At least one of them is tradable, but I think the other two are untradeable. Let's do the middle one. Now, we've had some decent luck out of those rare Electrums. The luck is set to continue with another board. It's not a walkout, though, which is disappointing to say the least. But we do get a French centre mid from Bayern Munich. That's not bad. I mean, to be fair, okay, 83, it's the worst one. But if you get a Bayern Munich board, chances are it's at least 3k because they are worth a little bit here or there. Adama Traore in there. No dupes, though, which is pretty damn good. Meunier, Rami, who now plays for Fenerbahce. Let's just pop that into club. I didn't check to see if that was the tradable one. It probably was, even though it was the one in the middle and the other two are untradeable. But hey, we'll have to wait and see. That's another board. It's not a walkout. I'm very disappointed. We get German. Cam from Arsenal. Mesut Ozil, never mind. I mean, I don't suppose there is a happy outcome there. Havertz maybe, but I just don't. I mean, they're all probably the same value. Lamar, though, I mean, to be fair, they're not bad. This is untradeable. But they're not bad. I mean, we're getting a lot of 83, 84 fodder, which is definitely going to come in handy for something at some point. I have one space on my transfer list, so I'm going to discard him. He's untradeable anyway, so we can get rid of him. Let me just discard those. Go back and see if we can clear the transfer list. We can indeed. So, there we go. We've made 7,000 coins in cash so far, but we've packed at least 20k's worth of stuff just in 2 silver players, so that's not too bad at all. See if we can get rid of that for 1-1. You know how it goes, though. Unfortunately, the last pack of the session, we never end on a board, ever. Can we change our luck? Can we turn the tide and finish on the biggest pull we've had today? No, we can't. Let's be honest, we're not going to. This is it, though. It is a board. Unbelievable. Can the gods be shining? No. But we got a board, which is a change. We don't often get that. Spanish centre-back. It's going to be, what's his face? I know his name. Bartra. That's him. I knew it was. I mean, I don't know whether this is the tradable one or not, but he is... It is tradable, which is nice because there's a lot of dupes in there. So he's actually not as cheap as most 83s are because he has good links. But unfortunately, we've not had anything fantastic there. I tell you what, though, I'm not too displeased by what we had there because we made some big money off those silvers. Big money. If I was going to sell them, essentially what I've done is I've saved myself a lot of money, right? Because the Sheffield United McBurney. He would have been a player that I would have had to buy and would have cost me near enough 10,000 coins. And then, of course, the other one, did we get a Union Berlin centre-back? I mean, again, same deal, really. He would have cost me 10k, and you can't avoid it. You have to buy them if you want to complete the leagues. So we've done well there. We can list 2 more players. So I think what I'll do is I'll discard him and I'll list those 2. And the reason I'll do that is because the chances of him selling... And then again, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll list him up for 600. I won't discard him because I'll keep him and I might do an upgrade now. Just one upgrade to end us. Just one player pick. So the last action of today's Road to Glory is going to be a player pick. Now, something that I'm just going to throw out there, and I'm sort of keeping an eye on it, right? And I do talk about it a lot, and it's not something that really concerns you. Well, kind of. And it's not something you can do about it either, but the views on the last few videos of the Road to Glory have just tailed off completely, to the point where they are struggling big time. And unfortunately, if that does continue over the next maybe week or 2, that could spell the end of it. And it's not something I'm doing or I'm not doing. I know a lot of people think that it's because I'm not playing Foot Champs, but if you go and look at anybody's Road to Glory, the views over the last week or 2 have completely tailed off, and it's because either people are fed up of the sort of crap that EA keep delivering, or because maybe people have sort of stagnated. You know, there's not an awful lot you can do when the next step up from your team is 10 million coins, because these player moments, or icon moments cards that come out, they are the next big logical step, or some big prime icons or something. We're at the back end of swap, so everybody's probably claimed what they've wanted to claim there. So realistically, there isn't an awful lot people work towards. No one cares about inform, so red picks are kind of irrelevant these days. It's stale, you know? And that it's not just reflected in my content, it's reflected in other people's. The problem I have with the Road to Glory and views tailing off is my views weren't necessarily fantastic to begin with. So the fact that they've tailed off to nearly half is a big concern of mine. And I know full well that if I put, the Road to Glory don't sound like they take a lot of effort, but running a club is a lot of effort, especially when you're trying to build like packs for content and playing games you wouldn't normally play just to get content. When I could go and do a player review guaranteed to get myself 2-3 times the amount of views, and it doesn't really take as long as a Road to Glory does. Does that make sense? So logically and financially, for me personally, it doesn't make sense to continue with the Road to Glory as much as I'd like to, because it is fun to progress and sort of have a journey. But if it continues the way that it is, just a heads up, we could end up tailing off completely. It's pointless cutting it down to 2 or 3 a week, because if they're not getting views in general daily, they're not going to get views to it. People are going to become disengaged with it. Does that make sense? Just a little heads up. It's not stopping yet. It's going to go for at least another 10 days bare minimum, because I'm going to have to prepare some, because I'm going away very soon. But we'll see what happens. EA need to inject some life back into the game and bring people back, really. But that's a discussion for yet another day. But just a quick heads up, this is the final action of today. Can we get anything good from a player pick? I love these. Just this thrill right here. No. But the thrill of that could have been anything. That could have been Ronaldo. Could have been Messi. It's not. It's Suso, which I will take, by the way. But still, the thrill of that was worth it, in my opinion. And I didn't have to spend a penny to get it. It was all fodder. So there we go. That is going to bring us to the end of yet another episode. Tomorrow, there will definitely be some gameplay. I've already started recording some juicy little clips of me scoring some bangers with players you wouldn't necessarily expect to be scoring goals. And of course, hopefully at least, we'll have a decent SBC, good objectives, and something to work towards. We're not going to, but we can hope. If you have enjoyed today's episode, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for you, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.